Yo. What's going on, man? Welcome to Parlay and Cigars podcast. I'm boy X, aka X to the Z, aka Exclusive 1914, aka Mr. X Rated. And I'm here with my brothers today.
Yo, what it do, man? This is Sean, aka Big Sean, aka 1990s, baby, aka hey, babe, it's Valentine's weekend coming up. We need a babysitter this weekend. Hey!
Hey, what's going on? I see Sean brought out all the AKAs today. I ain't gonna say. Hey, it's your boy, aka Big Mo, aka Mozilla is back. Let's get it in, man. We're gonna introduce our guest. Matter of fact, we're gonna let our guest introduce his show. He got any AKAs like Big Sean 19?
Oh man, listen, man. Gary Jones, man. They call me CEO or they call me the boss, man. That's it.
For sure. Man. And hey, bro, we got a very special guest.
Yes.
For sure. We got a very special guest, man. And just get a little detail about you, man. He's the owner at Crystal Clear Detailing, a motivational speaker, mentor, man, doing big things. Like he said, the boss. You feel me? So,
Rick Ross said it best. Both.
For sure, man. How was y'all week, bros? How was y'all? How's everything been going thus far?
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Man, I can't complain, man. I'm just so excited to get to the podcast and also have one of my good friends, one of my brothers, man, since day one, man, since we was kids in the we call it in diapers, man. Gary Jones, he's doing some great things in the community, doing some great things for his family, man. So I'm excited about this, being with all my brothers, and let's get to it, man. I'm excited, man.
For sure, man. My week was pretty decent, man. So thus far, going into Wednesday, the week seemed like it's been going quick, bro. It's been, moving, so it's been good. But I always look for this day, man, where we can fellowship and do our podcast, and like Parlay and Cigars, like we always do. It's smooth over here, man, and it's been smooth, bro. It's been smooth. Mo Dollars, what's going on with you?
Hey man, it's been a trying week. I tell you that. Hey, I'm like a quarter way through my quarantine. Everybody didn't know. We the household except the little kid, except the little guy. Everybody tested positive. This week. So it's been challenging. Even though I haven't had symptoms, and I've been moving and grooving and just trying to find everything to do in my ability to not pretty much go crazy. Jumping on the treadmill, running, I've been doing push-ups. It's been like lockdown, but like my mom said, it's just a blessing. We all gonna get through it. And the more importantly, just everybody send a prayer out, for my wife's grandmother. That's initially how the whole test came about. She was rushed to the hospital on Sunday morning, and she has respiratory issues and things like that. Although, man, the doctors and the nurse, they're saying she's doing well, and she's doing a lot better than a lot of people has been doing with this disease. I mean, not even disease, but virus. And it's crazy because they have different things that they supplemented in case you had any type of respiratory issues and things like that. They've implemented some extra medication, and it's like COVID medication and stuff like that that's good that they're prescribing and things like that if you are in the hospital. So, further, for the most part, things are going decent. My wife, she's pretty much been fatigued, and that's been her symptom. She's just been out of it, man. So I just been, God knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, God knows what he's doing. And for me, she thought back. She was like, "You wasn't feeling well last week," so it's a proof that this stuff can linger on until 5 to 7 days, even after you even probably come in contact with it. Because I was in the bed probably last Monday, You know what I'm saying? And I had sniffles, and I was like, you know, and I'm sniffing. I'm like, man, I'm like, okay, sinus, I'm just, you know, blowing it off, whatever. But nah, like, you know, who knows? You just never know until you really come face with it. And for the most part, you just gotta make it there. I'll be in the house till like next weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's been tough. It's been tough. I'm like, you know, y'all know I'm on the go. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a trying week for me, man. It's been a trying week. But like I said, we all here. You know, we still got contact with her grandmother. She's doing well, like I said. My wife, she gonna sleep.
Yeah.
She gonna sleep.
Yeah.
She might be using it to her advantage. I don't know. She I got COVID. You know what I'm saying? Every move, I can't do nothing.
Look.
Downstairs, I done cooked the whole corn. I cooked Cornish hens and everything tonight, man. I had my apron on and everything.
And that's crazy, man. And definitely prayers up to all y'all, man, and just, you know, making sure y'all remain safe and get through this and everything. And definitely. You know, it's crazy for like Ray. I know that's got to be tough for him. Like the whole house is like, oh, I'm cool.
Yeah, and that's what he say. He's like, oh, you know how kids be kids. So actually, he be like, he just run.
Yeah, bro, stay away from me.
He's running like, you know what I'm saying, and he's just like, oh, I ain't got it. Like, yeah, look, he come down. He got his little N95 duck mask on. We have to keep a mask on. You know, we're not 6 feet in front of him, and it's just crazy because he's doing virtual school. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest challenge. And it's like I help him out a lot with like the reading and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta get into his laptop. I gotta be the one to make sure he's turning in his work. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird because every time, you know, this is the first day I touched his laptop today. And I had, you know, sanitize it and wipe it down. I'm just like, oh, don't go touch it. Don't go touch it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I really, you know what I mean? I don't want him to get like sick and you know what I mean? And you know, it's just crazy. Once things hit the fan, people throw a lot of shade. It's been a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because the kids, you know, my kids, they're active. And that's how we kept, you know what I'm saying? And we keep him active. He plays, you know, he runs AAU track, stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of people want to throw shade like, oh, was it those track meets y'all was at? Man, listen, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Like I could have went and got an eggplant at the dang on bro. I mean, I ain't gonna say eggplant.
Yeah.
That's the wrong thing to say.
For sure, out there catching eggplant.
What? I could have went to the fruit. Somebody else had a fruit. They might have picked up some bananas. Oh, I don't want this bunch. Put it down. I picked it up. I got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we don't gotta pick up an eggplant, right? Like an orange.
I don't know, bro. I've been quarantined.
Pick up some Pop-Tarts or something.
I was about to say, we see where his mind is.
Man, you been quarantined and she ain't thinking straight.
For sure.
My mind is going crazy, bro.
For sure, man. Well, let's get into our what's popping section, man. Talk about some of the things that's going on. What's popping? So, first thing, and I ain't even got it on the agenda, but did y'all watch the Super Bowl? I know.
Oh.
What y'all think? I need to know.
Well, honestly, for me, because I kind of lost money on this on a bet, but needless to say, I felt like it was low-key rigged. Like, how does a team that been scoring every game for 2 years straight, scoring touchdowns for 2 years straight every game, end up out of nowhere, don't know how to play football? Like, it don't make sense. Like, I'm like mind blown. Like, all right, this quarterback just been dogging everybody. Now he can't play out of nowhere. Like, I just don't understand it. I just felt like it was just rigged, but that's just me.
Bruh, this is what I say. Was there some issues with the refs? Yes, it was. However, for you not to score, bruh, that was just they wasn't ready to play. I don't know what it was. I think it was the hype of knowing, okay, we about to go against Tom Brady. And he's about to be in front of us, and he got them here. Point blank period, bro. Because, I mean, the rest can only do so much. If you're not scoring at all, but field goals, bro, that's a problem.
But my thing is, like, how it was all set up. It was like they wasn't sticking with their plan. First, you got to think, they got one of the top core of wide receivers. You got one of the top tight ends, a good core of running backs. Like you have, and you got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, elite quarterback. So how do this format that's been working for like pretty much, let's say 3 years, because they almost beat Tom Brady when he was on the Patriots 3 years ago, not work? Like I'm just mind blown on that. I feel like it should have been a lot closer. I feel like it just stayed from the beginning, man. That's just me.
I hear you. It sounds like that's that money.
Tom Brady got 7. I give him that.
Yeah, I say, what they say, man. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, bro. And that mental aspect, you gotta have that. You gotta come into those games knowing that, man. Like I said, you got couple bad calls against you. You gotta move above that, man. If you can't move above that and get past that, you get what I'm saying? You're getting dumb penalties now. And I seen where they was like, well, Tom Brady said something to me, but when you getting penalties for, getting in his face, talking and, dumb penalties like that, bro, that's on you. You putting more damage. You putting more of a hurt on yourself. So, but, I mean, unfortunately, I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but Tom Brady definitely showed his skill. I think he should retire, but he's talking about coming back. What y'all think about that, man?
Yeah, Tom Brady, he just go ahead. He need to. I don't know, Tom Brady. He been more in the limelight lately, and like you can even look at like his social media stuff, like TikTok, all this stuff. Like, bro, they was out at like the airport, landing strip, and he was like, I didn't know Tom Brady was into it like that. And he was just basically like, nobody. He feel unstoppable.
Hey, facts, man.
Honestly, I don't even think it's about the money right now.
Yeah.
Gary, what you think, G?
Oh man, I'm not a sports person at all, man. I don't even watch TV that much. That's why you see, listen, I'm like, I don't really know nothing about this.
Man, I don't know. I just really think, Tom Brady, he not ready to give it up. I think, he has kids, and
I want to say he's like 48 years old, right?
Right, he's like 42.
Yeah,
He's still 48.
Honestly, right now he's probably thinking 50 years old. That's what I would just think. You know what I mean? If that's what he's doing, because like he got the rings, he got the money. I mean, at this point, there's no reason that you're going further.
Like, for sure, I hear you.
Man, Tom Brady's bored at home, man. That's what it is. That
For sure.
bored. He's like, man, I need to get up out this mansion. Let me go ahead and play some basketball football real quick.
Bro,
for sure.
He has a separate crib.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has a separate spot in the back, like where he got his own fridge, all this. Like he got a crib from a crib.
Sound like a smart man. Sounds smart man.
But I more so, I don't even think he's separate from his wife. I think it's for like his training and just
absolutely, so they can focus.
But it's crazy, man. I ain't seen nothing like that.
For sure.
You got the money.
For sure, yeah. If you got it, do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. It's like I said. Shout out to them. They was in Tampa. And it was playing there, and it was just nuts, man. But speaking of Florida, did y'all hear about the mom and daughter making history? And they opened up a black-owned Shell's, Florida.
Yes.
My wife sent me that topic, and I was like, "That is dope," because we was just talking on the last podcast about. Yeah.
We was just talking about that on the group chat.
So and the mom and daughter just owned opened up a black-owned Shell's in Florida. So
that's dope.
Definitely dope, man. definitely seeing some good things. And like we said, this is the climate, man. And it's good to see that. We got to push that out there and let people see that narrative, man. You know, and get into that ownership.
that man, the things that Black people be doing, man, I feel like we've been doing that for years, and now it's getting more and more to the limelight. And also pretty much breaking down barrels, breaking down doors. Man, this is a dope time for us. That is huge. That what's going down, especially down in Florida, down south, man.
For sure.
So I'm excited for the move, man. I'm excited for what's going on in our country, man. The growth of our empowerment for Black people.
For sure.
It's definitely a time for entrepreneurship, man. Like financially, if you are a financially savvy person, there's so many opportunities creating themselves right now. Like this is the perfect time to transition and to get a Black-owned business because of the support, one, of the community, and two, just all of the extra money coming from different places, man. So if you're, like I said, if you're business smart, right now is the best. I opened my business and it's been thriving, and I'm blessed for that. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Exactly. And that's dope, man. And that's it's good to see, man. And you know, I love it, bro. I love to see the Black families, you know, like you said, striving and making that effort and really taking advantage of the time that we have now, man. But it's dope. But next thing I wanted to talk about, man, is this is I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I'm gonna get y'all input on it, but I don't know if y'all seen, they thinking about making y'all know the Best Man Holiday. They're talking about making it a limited series with 10 episodes. It's gonna have like the original cast, because you know we all been waiting on the Best Man 3 or whatever they were gonna name it, because at the end of 2 the Best Man Holiday, they dropped the ball on us. Like, oh shoot, we about to get another one. But now they talking about a limited series. I'm like, are we gonna get the movie or is it just gonna be done? Right. Like, what's going on?
I just hope they don't water it down, man.
But I will hope it be good, because I hope it'll be good. They got all the original cast. Other than Monica Calhoun, she died in the Best Man Holiday.
Right.
Yeah.
I just feel like the storyline just got to make sense, man. If it makes sense, I know we itching for it, man. Especially right now, we're in the time of Netflixing and chilling, Hulu. So we're in the time of watching. We call it seasons and episodes and things like that. I'm binge watching, so I think this probably is a good move for them to transition like that. But I feel like the storyline just got to be authentic and got to make sense, and it got to be entertaining. And I feel like it is. It got some dope actors in there, some veteran dope actors, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Oh yeah, and I definitely gonna check it out. And I think they're working out something with Peacock right now, the streaming service, to do it there. But I mean, definitely, because it's gonna have the original cast. So you think, okay, you have some more room to play with. Normally, when they do those limited series, they may have 1 or 2 cast members, but the fact they got all of the original cast on board, you know, they probably can make it work. But you know, we was looking forward to the movie. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, somebody said the main reason why they watch. I think Tierra said the main reason why she watching because of Morris Chestnut.
That's probably that's just probably where it's going. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Most of the people are gonna be watching because of that, man.
For sure.
Terrence Howard.
Right. What about you, G? What's your thoughts on it?
I've never seen it, bro. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV.
No.
I never seen it, bro. I don't even know what it is.
Forward it to him. Let him catch up on.
I'm gonna have to forward that to you, man.
I ain't gonna watch it, bro. I'm telling you, TV ain't my thing.
You gotta watch it, G. You gotta watch it.
I can't do it, man. Ain't enough time in the day for me.
Hey, you see the shirt, Mo? He's a ball.
Hey,
ain't no time.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about me, right? One thing about me is I am a carnivore for knowledge, bro. Like, if it's not something that is beneficial, mentally stimulating, I really don't get into it.
Gee,
Like,
you
you know
gonna
what I mean?
benefit from that movie.
For sure.
Ah,
I watch. Hey, listen, I might watch the first one, man, and see what it's about.
Gee, you gonna feel it, bro, because it's real life
definitely
stuff.
will.
It's
You
real
gonna
life
be
stuff.
like,
I'm
you
gonna
be
try
like,
it, man. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give y'all my word. I'm gonna try it.
You gonna have to put yourself in their shoes.
That's fact. It touched on some real life stuff in life, man, especially being
I'm about to say,
young and
send
black.
it to me, Sean. I'm like I said, I ain't
definitely
gonna
will.
remember it, but send it to me
Hey,
so I can
Sean,
watch it.
send him the first one. He's gonna watch the second.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you
The
the
second
first
one
one.
didn't
Yeah,
come. The second one didn't come till like what, 10 years later?
exactly.
Bruh.
Hey man,
Yeah,
it's so good.
What is it called? You said The Best Man?
Yeah,
best
the best
man.
man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
live.
man.
It's
Hey,
a
it's
trip.
so good. It's so
It's a
good,
trip.
man. I even had my wife, you know, she's Hispanic. She trying to see,
Yeah.
hey, when's a Hispanic essay gonna come on there now?
Hey, Sean was sitting there trying to translate it for her.
I was translating for her.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
You know,
funny,
I was
bro.
more chestnut. It's like,
Look,
He
look.
likes
If you can't
he
watch
likes
this,
skin.
hey, I said, I'm more like, what's the old dude on there? Light skinned dude.
That's Terrence
Terrence
Howard.
Howard.
Terrence
Terrence
Howard.
Howard. You a fool, bro. But
If
yeah,
can't
nah,
watch this.
definitely. Yeah, send that to him so he can check that out, man. Send that to him.
I'm making note of it. God damn it.
Look,
I those down.
Send
look,
it.
I'm gonna check it out, man.
for sure,
We'll get you right,
man.
Jay. We got you, y'all. We got you, dog. We'll get you
Appreciate
right.
it. Listen, I ain't the most hip person, man. I don't know about a lot of stuff.
To G.
He said, side
You
note,
got the notes.
send it.
For sure,
Yeah.
sure, man.
Yeah.
Hey. But hey man, definitely I've been like checking out the news, man, and I wanted to get into it because you know we've talked about it quite a few times on the podcast, man. The Andre Hill case, and I was looking, and they said that the cop or ex-cop Adam Coy involved in the Andre Hill case, he was charged with murder, felonious assault, and 2 counts of dereliction of duty, whatever that is. And I didn't look into that too much, but you know, and they set his bond at like $3 million.
Hold on.
Which
All right.
Go ahead.
Quick. You know he got out today.
He did get the $3 million, because I know they said it and they were fighting it because they was like, this is higher than any other case that's involved officer shooting. So did they lower his amount?
They lowered it to 1 million.
1 million. Okay, that's what they were fighting for. I knew
So
that's what they fighting for.
He posted bond today.
Okay.
Which is
All
crazy.
right.
That's
My
that's
thing
what I
is,
said, man. It's the battle between good and evil, man. It's the
mhm.
battle between good and
Hey,
evil, man.
It just I mean, once you're a part of that, it's like a fraternal order. A fraternal order. X, you know all about it.
For
You're
sure.
You're part of 2 orders.
Yeah.
Okay. So something come about, they riding with you. I mean, they ain't even got to be riding with you. It ain't even got to be about right or wrong. It's just, listen, man. If you're a part of that type of brotherhood or anything like that, you know, I mean, that's what you believe in, because at the end of the day, you want them to do the same for you if you was in that situation. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what's going down now. So now it's just now it's about, you know,
Now it's about what they do further in this case, you know, and looking at it. And like I said, it's just about what they're gonna fight and what they're gonna argue. I know they brought up some arguments in the preliminary hearing, or his first hearing after his preliminary hearing, just some new stuff and new things that they brought to the forefront, saying that, you know, what we saw or what was on the footage was not necessarily the first first incident, you know, and of course you seeing that, hey, there was some non-compliance, you know, all that stuff that you bring out, and those keywords that you have to put in the report and that you have to put in the interview, those came out in the court hearing. So, but you know, it's still a long road to go. And I think, you know, especially with how everything transpired, you know, it's going to be interesting to like watch this case go along, because like too many times we've seen where we like, man, you know, this is clear cut, and the results we get are not clear cut. But you know, I don't know. I can't see this one going that way. I can't, because I don't, like I said, there's no reason you have a body camera and you turn it on at a certain point and not throughout the whole altercation. Because my thing is, just like you told us, you go into a situation not knowing what happened. So you should, you know, you go into situations all the time and it can escalate. So my thing is, those cameras should be on the whole time, not when things escalate or not when things happen. It needs to be on the whole time.
Agreed.
So,
and the thing is, that camera automatically went on when the gunshots went off, pretty much around that time frame. So I agree with you, X. From the beginning, that camera should always be on. That's why they passed that law now, the Andre law, of that being on at all times. But for this, man, I'll be heartbroken, man, especially the things that we've been going through with all these killings, man. I'll be heartbroken if they don't go forth with this and he don't get press charges on, man. It's just crazy to me to see this continue to happen for years and centuries on and on to our people, man. It's just wicked, man. That's why I said it's good versus evil, man.
Exactly. And that's the one thing I hate about it, man, because these laws, you know, a lot of these laws is a day late and $1 short. You feel me? You decide to do this after, you know, a law like this. You get the cameras for the protection. You get the camera, say, hey, we got to show you what we go in and out of each day. This is to protect you. This is to protect the citizens. You get it for that reason. However, you have to pass a law that says, hey, whenever you go into a situation, your camera needs to be on. Why was that debatable in the first place? It shouldn't have been debatable. You know what? And you got to wait till something happens and someone gets killed and there's an uproar to say, well, maybe we should do it this way.
Right.
So,
it just don't make sense.
Exactly. So, because my thing is, and if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in the police cruiser, those cameras run 24/7, and you can't control that.
That's a fact. What's your thoughts on this, G?
Oh man, I don't know like a lot about the case, but I mean, honestly, with everything going on, man, everybody's gonna make valid points, man. But with everything going on, I hope that it's not overlooked. You know what I mean? The body cam information and everything, and hopefully, like Brother X was saying, like making that transition where your body cam should be on at all times. You know what I mean? Just if you're doing an 8-hour shift, you should have an 8-hour capacity on that body camera. You know what I mean? Like I said, that should just be normal protocol, especially with times like this. You won't have to sit here and try to defend your officers if you know what I mean, if you can see what's going on. You're not in the field with them. You know, so it's their words against ours. And guess what? You know, they are sworn in, so their oath is supposed to be, what they're telling the truth. It's not always the truth. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's the thing with anything, like we say, it's his side, your side, and the truth. It's somewhere in between there. And my thing is, it's always going to still be that. You get what I'm saying? Because truthfully, when it comes down to it, you can't judge anybody's fear off of video footage. You truly can't. You know, and that's why I say it's not just to help. It's not just to, if they look at it as it's not just to go against us as officers, but also to protect us as officers and to protect the citizen. That's what it is. It's for both ways to make sure everybody's good. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
And it's to
right.
cut down those gray areas. So, you know, I just had to bring it up because I seen that, and Mo, I didn't even know that. So I appreciate you letting us know. Like, that's, you know, it's crazy. I knew that was part of the argument, but I didn't know he posted today.
Right.
But you know, with this, man, we got to give. I'm gonna give the good with the bad, you know, because one of the things we always say is, you know, especially dealing with the field that I'm in, and you know, Mo, kind of what you do, and you know what we've done before. We know that there is, you know, good people out there, and this is not time to say, oh, you know, we just bash cops, but you know, there are some good ones out there, and I definitely wanted to shout out. And it's crazy because I went to high school with this dude. His name's Ricardo Thompson.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys seen some of the news that just came out about him recently, but he's a Reynoldsburg cop, and
Yeah.
I played football with him in high school. He actually went to the JDC, worked at the JDC after I left and was in probation, and then he went to the police academy. I think he went to the police academy in Cleveland, worked as a cop in Cleveland, and now he's here in Reynoldsburg. And man, he's getting major shout out because, and it's crazy. This is what I'm talking about with body cam footage. His body cam was on. He responded to, I think, like a welfare check or something. A mom from out of state called and said, "Look, my daughter's in an abusive relationship." You know, he did a good and welfare check. And in talking to the lady, he seen that like she was really going through the stress of like needing to get out of there. And with that being said, he took all the money that he had in his wallet and said, "Could this get you out of state?" And gave her the money that he had. She drove out of state, actually called the police station, let him know she was fine. But he went on about it as a regular day. His officer or his supervisor or whatever the rank is above him was going through the body cam footage and seen this and was like, "Oh, like you did this? I seen the footage." And you know, she wrote in, and you know, of course the news got involved and everything else, but it's stuff like that where I say it can protect you and it could show it shows everything. You get what I'm saying? That wasn't a violent call. He didn't go to a call of, hey, you know, it was just a good and welfare check. You don't know what was going to happen out of that, but with the body cam being on the whole time, we got to see the good that came out of that. So shout out to him for going above and beyond, and you know, like I said, giving the money that he had out of his wallet for her to go out of state and you know separate herself and be safe. You know, is dope, and that's what we need to see more of. You know what I'm saying? And I know he was a good dude in high school and just an overall good dude. So it's refreshing to see people like him on the force. And I know he's not one that's gonna, you know, letting some stuff slide either. So and we need to see more of that.
Yeah, he's gonna be on top of it. I read that as well. And I mean that was a big, you know, cahoots to what he was, you know, doing. And for him to be put in that situation, to know about it, what come to mind to me is like firsthand experience. You know what I mean? When you hear about these stories, when you know, a woman getting abused and the situation they're in, and they absolutely feel like they cannot get out of. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like it's either it's a life or death situation, which a lot of these cases are. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad that, you know, some men just can't get over, you I don't know what these guys be thinking. I don't know. But we know it happens and it's continuously happening. So to put himself in that, you know, position to be able to get that young lady the proper setup that she needed to escape, you know, the situation that she was in, to make a better situation for her family. And hopefully, you know, it transpires to something good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you know, and yeah, it was dope to see. And like you said, and that's the situation in itself is crazy. And you know, for him to notice that and you know, if you haven't seen the videos and the news clip on it, I suggest you just like check it out and see, you know, and that shows you the compassion that we need and people uh not sympathy, but the empathy you need, you know, like taking that as your own and truly doing the help and truly giving the help that you know one needs, because that's what it's supposed to be for. You're supposed to be there to protect and serve. You get what I'm saying? You take that oath to protect and serve.
Right.
And you know, in that situation, I mean, that was the ultimate sacrifice. You know, I'm giving up everything I got because who's to say, you know, once he gets off his shift and leaves, you may needed that money. You get what I'm saying? You never know. But you know, at that time he put, you know, himself aside to help somebody else get out of a situation that, you know, was much worse than his. So shout out to him, man. Once again, that was Officer Ricardo Thompson in Reynoldsburg Police, man. So, and it's a couple guys, cats I know from the JDC that is Reynoldsburg now, and I think that's a good thing to see, especially those cats, man, because they really care about the people they serve, and like they cared about the juveniles that they served here in Columbus. So,
Yes, sir.
shout out to them, man. Well, yeah, once again, man, we in this Black History Month, and like we brought our guest on. We definitely wanted to touch on some topics. I kind of wanted to keep the topic of the day, or what I like to call parlay our way. I wanted to keep that the same this keep that the same this month, man, and really like go into it. And like I said, Mo, you sent this over to me. You sent it over to me last month, and I was like, you know what? I think this is dope content, or what we need to go with. So, Mr. Brother Garrett, we're gonna ask you for the topic of the day. I'll let you start it off, man. But we want to ask our guests to explain a powerful African American who's changed your thoughts or educated your views on Black history, man.
Okay, definitely. I was thinking about this because you know he sent me the agenda earlier, man, and I was thinking about it, and it's kind of hard to narrow down just one individual. You know what I mean? I guess growing up with a powerful Black woman as a mother, you know, initially that's the first person that I seen that kind of shaped and molded myself mentally. But then going into like diving into history, I would have to say Martin Luther King was somebody that I used to read on, and I did history reports on that really kind of shaped my understanding of the movement for Black history and for Black individuals. So him, and then initially in our generation was Will Smith for me, because at that time he was young and doing really good things besides acting, but just putting in the minds of African Americans that you're able to do something. You know what I mean? So, like I said, those three right there on different levels, those will have to be the people that made the most impactful meaning on Black history and the meaning of being African American in this United States. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and that's dope, man. That's dope.
Now, what G? I just want to ask. So, with Martin Luther King, what was it actually like? I know we haven't been able to, witness, because when we were born,
right,
obviously this stuff happened 20. What the civil rights was at 1963. So I want to say maybe like 20, 25 years before we were even born.
right.
So it's kind of like piggybacking off what maybe our grandparents went through and things like that. But a lot of pictures of the South and a lot of videos that I see, it's funny because the things I see, when we see like, African Americans getting water hosed down, We see the dogs like that. Man, I don't know about y'all, but bruh, that stuff stuck with me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's countless amount of movies. Like, of course, I know I'm quarantined. I done seen about 4 or 5 movies now. Listen, man, I done seen about 4 or 5 movies that depicted that same type of imagery and that same type of, that scenario. You know what I'm saying? So, just to captivate off of that, like yesterday, I was watching the Sam Cooke thing. On Netflix. That was
with him and Muhammad Ali and stuff.
One night in Miami.
Tripped me out. So to me, I think, it was a big thing that these guys, when we bring up Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, these people that was going through it, and they say, the FBI was on them, they was watching them, and they felt like they was getting too powerful. They felt like their message was getting too powerful. Like, it was like a slap in the face. I'm just like, dang, like, what you mean the message was getting too powerful? Because it's real. And you can even you can speak to your family, you can speak to your friends, and what happens when you tell them the real?
Right.
They get pissed off.
Exactly.
Hey, Mo, I'm gonna piggyback off on that, Mo. And we have some people that ask some questions too for you, Garrett, as well. For give us some examples of stories or unique sacrifices that your mother did, because you said your mother is one of the big influence in your life for Black history. So if you have any examples or stories you could give.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But before I do, I just want to piggyback off Mo just for just a second and just say that, you know what I mean, like you can compare those people iconically to kind of a biblical character. Who would you say that they were like the most?
Moses. Remind me of Moses.
I'm gonna tell you who they were like the most. I'm gonna tell you who they were like the most. They were most like Jesus.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They don't. The people are always going to want to minimize and place you in a box and contain you.
Now we get
kill you. You know what I'm saying? They want to. Once they see that the truth is getting out, they want to close it back up. They want to kill you. They have to. That's the only way that they'll prosper in this world. But you know what I mean? I just wanted to say that, you know what I mean? And because you spoke about the mind, I'm very into the mental. You know,
no, speak that truth. Speak that truth. This is the platform. Go ahead, speak the truth.
Oh man, listen. You know, Sean, you know me. You know I can get into this all day long.
That's why God allowed this to happen.
And a teacher of the word. So you know what I mean? Like, listen.
We're closing out with you, Jake.
Okay,
right.
For sure.
But I'm gonna answer your question real quick, and then whatever, you know what I mean, wherever it go from there. For my mom, man, like it's just the sacrifices that she made my mom was about 22 when she had me. So just the sacrifices that I watched her make as a young Black woman in that time frame, and just get me into a position where I didn't really have to need a lot. Like, we didn't have it great, but we didn't have it as bad as some people that I've watched, you know what I mean? So for my mom, man, it was just all the sacrifices that she made, you know what I mean? Like, she was so strong. I felt like she couldn't be weak sometimes. So when I seen her cry, it was like, wow, like, you know, you could be that strong and be that sensitive. Like, I never understood it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, just watching her, man, just grow as an individual, you know what I mean? So just a lot, man. But like I said, my mom was the motor of my what I see in life, you know. So
that's powerful right there, man.
Yeah,
that's powerful.
That's definitely dope, man. Definitely dope to hear. Yeah, man. That's listen. Mo, I'm glad you brought this topic in, especially you know, in this time.
That's the meat right there. We need to be where Mo at. Like, that's
exactly
the meat right there.
Right. We should be diving more into that.
To talk about it, man. Like,
for sure, man. But yeah, so that's definitely, you know, and like I said, it's I believe it's not one person. You know, I look at now, man, and I think I'm influenced by, you know, and I'm changing the way I look at things every day because of the people I'm surrounded by every day or the things I'm seeing every day, man. You know, definitely it's crazy because, you know, and I'm gonna speak on Killer Mike for a second. The fact that Greenwood Bank, man, that's a big thing. And
Huge.
when you look at what he's trying to do with it and where they're trying to go with it, man, it's really bringing it's bringing you some old history back
Yeah.
into this time
Just
and
the name
using this
alone.
time. Exactly. Because the name alone represents so much that, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I don't ever remember learning about Black Wall Street in school. Of
Right.
course, they're not gonna tell you that in
They're
school.
not
You
gonna
get what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
that.
You know, so a lot of people would say, "Oh, they just opened up this Greenwood Bank. It's an all digital bank. It's a black owned bank, whatever." But when you really start looking at the history of it, and you start looking at the name, what the name mean, when it was announced, you get what I'm saying? All these little things, it makes you go back and start looking at more and more and be like, "Oh, this is the history of it. Oh, they announced this when Black Wall Street. Oh, wow!" Like, you get what I'm saying? It molds you to, you know, think, man, and go back and look at, you know, do some research on your own. But definitely, like, all this black excellence I'm seeing today, and, you know, all like these people getting into ownership, and, you know, mom and pops and three brothers, you know, what I'm seeing being built everywhere. We're seeing it in Florida. We're seeing it, you know, here in our own backyard in Hannah, you feel me, in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Starting to see it, you know, and hopefully these will be the people and the things that's going into the history books later. You get what I'm saying? And
No,
Man, it's
for
my thing
sure.
is,
it's only up from here. It's only up from
exactly.
here, man. All the sacrifices, like you've been saying, all the sacrifices that have been made. And I'm going to trickle back a little bit more, man. If you think about like the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther Kings, the even the Muhammad Ali's, these people, they was in their 20s, in their 30s. They was young, just like us, like making huge impacts. By them making those sacrifices, look at us now. The things we're doing now, the things we are able to tap into even further. And the more the doors open up for us, the greater it's going to be. So that's why I'm excited about what's taking place, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and let you toss it back to you, X, man.
Let's wrap it up. We got shout outs for the night, man.
Hey G, go ahead. Let us know what you doing, how your business. Give us more details on that.
Exactly.
Platform for that, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm the humble owner of Crystal Clear Detailing and Roadside Assistance. You can check us out on Facebook. So like I said, for any of your detailing and roadside needs, we got all that stuff. And then follow me on social media at Crown Royalty Jones. I do a lot of stuff like it's called Crystal Clear Revelations. And I talk about things that God has put on my heart to talk about with the world. And also got Crystal Clear. I got 31 Days of Details, Detailing with God, the book coming out. That should be finished by May. So really, really good stuff, man. And just like I said, I want to really give back to the public. So the more in tune you are with us, you know what I mean, the more that we grow, I'm definitely giving back to the community, man, 110%.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's huge right there. Definitely give us those details. We could definitely post on our page, podcast, on our platforms as well, man.
Exactly, man. And that's it's dope to hear. I can't wait, because make sure, you know, I'm be waiting for that book, man. Because
absolutely, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, X. That book, man, it blows my mind sometimes. And what it is, and I'm gonna tell y'all, like, what God showed me about. A lot of people don't like reading. You know what I mean? So they don't like, you know, a person's capacity is 3 to 5 minutes. You get 3 to 5 minutes. After that, they don't remember anything that they read for real. So what it is it's a 21 to 31 day devotional, and all it is, you know, you'll get 5, you know, it'll take you 3 minutes. It'll have a prayer, as well as it'll have a scripture to go with, you know, something that God showed me while detailing. Like, you know, it's a very impactful book, man, but it's just, and it's something small and something that you can just devote yourself to daily and get that bread. You know what I mean? It says bread, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. And when you do that, it'll change the trajectory of your life. It'll change the substance of your life. And like, so if you take that 3 to 5 minutes to read that little impactful thing in that book, man, you'll get so much out of it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Man, speak on. I need that book right now, man.
That's dope, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the black excellence right there, man. When you look at, say, okay, look, the mind.
You can't hear you act.
Paused out.
He's split. But I'm gonna continue. I got a shout out real quick, y'all.
Go ahead.
I got a shout out. We're gonna shout out Legal and Legit CCW classes. My guy, he started this business out. He's a ex-military Army combat veteran, NRA instructor. He's an expert rifle marksman. And this guy, I mean, just genuine, just all the way around. He's a great dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude, man. I went to high school with him, grew up with him, and I know, a lot about him. And I would definitely recommend his services, just with everything that's going on, and just period. Just like, it's a lot of people that's riding around, and there are a lot of people that's carrying just because of what's going on in the world today. So just reach out to him again. Like I said, Legal and Legit CCW. You can get at him, follow him, DM him. His number is 614-440-9066, and Legal and Legit CCW at gmail.com. And then I got one more. We got like I said, I'm going off these candles right now, man. We went to a little candle making class. It's Wicked Candle. It was a date night we went to, and they're offering a 2-for-1 right now until Valentine's Day is over with. And like I said, they got the candles. Man, this candle is, oh my gosh. Hey, look, man, I'm telling you, man, bro, I've been vibing this whole time, and y'all didn't know it. But y'all probably like, oh, Mo looks calm. He looks settled. He looks mellowed out. It's the candle, man. And then look, man, I got oils, man.
Hey, you got the oils.
I got the oils too. For sure, man.
Yeah, so just check her out. Wicked Candle. Wicked Candle. WICKIT Candle, not ED.
Man, stop with these promotions and stuff, man. Now you got my wife wanting some dang old candles now.
I'm sorry.
Valentine's weekend, man. I just told you that at the beginning, man.
Listen, y'all got strawberries. Listen, y'all got strawberries.
Hey, for sure.
Look. Go ahead, son. You got the strawberries.
LLC, we making it happen this weekend. We have the chocolate dipped strawberries. We got the pretzel dipped chocolates. We got everything popping this weekend. I'm gonna be your lovely delivery guy for the weekend. Great days.
Are you dressing up? Are you dressing up?
I am gonna dress up. I don't want no delivery. I don't know about that, man.
He dressing up like Cupid.
I'm dressing up like Cupid.
I want you to come in with sweetheart hearts that says your minds.
Hey, but it's gonna be dope, man. We got some great things in store, man. God's really been blessing us. Like I said, it's a small business growing up. My wife, she's a dope, awesome, amazing cook, chef, and we're doing some great things in store for 2021, man. And another company I want to give a shout out to is Divine Hands Cleaning Services. They have some part-time jobs available for you guys, man. People that's interested in it. Starting off from Monday through Sunday, so for Saturday. So Monday through Friday, they got job opportunity for, I believe, about 2.5 hours to about 4 hours a day. That's available. It's called Divine Hand Cleaning Services. You look for a part-time job. definitely holler at them. The telephone number is 614-360-1244. Again, 614-360-1244. Divine Hand Cleaning Services. Holler at them. You need a job.
Oh, man, that boy, yeah, you about to get a job at State Farm, goddamn.
You feel me? You feel me?
Make some side. That's income right there, man.
So Garrett, you're in Cincinnati?
No, I'm in Columbus.
You in Columbus, G?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come. Man, you're gonna have to wear a hazmat suit in my car. I'm gonna hit you up though.
G, tell him about the hazmat. G, tell him about the detail.
I need it.
Yeah. We got a sanitation unit also. So
yes.
So for people that have previously had or getting over a quarantine and they want their vehicles clean.
Absolutely. I disinfect every surface. So and it kills 99.9% of all everything found in COVID.
That's like
as well as flu and everything, huh?
Oh, that's like the disinfectant spray.
So
like I said, we disinfect every surface.
Hey, so yeah, I'm gonna need to hit you up, man.
Whenever you're ready, bro. We're here.
Trying to come to the crib.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. We do pull-ups.
Yeah, both vehicles. See, that's the convenience. See, that's what I'm talking about.
And that's the biggest thing that we wanted to do, man, is make everything convenient. I tell people all the time, the hardest part is just booking the detail. And once you book the detail, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is relax.
Right. Because normally when I get a detail, I gotta drop my vehicle off and I gotta wait for somebody. I gotta wait. You know what I mean?
And that's why I tell people, like, it takes, on the average car for a good quality detail, 2 to 3 hours. For a good quality detail. Nobody wants to sit at a place for 2 to 3 hours waiting for the car to get finished. I rather will pull up, and like I said, we are out there as early as 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's all winter long, you know what I'm saying? So we come out there 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, get it done. And guess what? You didn't really have to get out of bed. All you had to do was just hand the keys over so we can warm the car up, do our thing, man. And like I said, just super convenient.
Wow.
But then we were doing in the summertime, we do pickups, you know what I mean? So say you were at work, you like, hey, I don't have no time right now. We're like, okay, well, if you want to, you pay the extra fee. We'll pick the car up and we'll drop it right back off to you.
Yeah.
So we did that all summer long, man.
That's huge. I'm telling you.
It's smooth over there.
He get you right. He get you right. But hey, G, I'll tell you what, you got 2 more customers. My wife and Mo's wife, they just hit us up in the chat right now, man.
Yeah.
I already know.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
They're gonna be happy with y'all, man. Listen, they're gonna be real happy with y'all. I'm telling you.
and Mama Duke, she said she needs some too.
I got her, man. You already know that.
Yeah.
They said, do you go down to Cincinnati too, man?
Listen, like I want to start traveling. Like right now, like I said, I'm just really building the brand. And right now I got like 2 car lots and I'm working on getting 3 more. I got 2 employees. I'm working on getting 3 more. And like I said, but I want to venture out, man. I want to travel. I want to hit people up like, yo, I'm in Cincinnati for the day. I'm doing all details for XYZ, man. Pull up. Or I want to pull it up.
Hey, G, just think if you went to South Beach in Miami and did exotic cars.
So listen. So I'm already in the making of doing Arizona as well as Stuart, Florida. My kids live in Stuart, Florida, which is one of the richest areas in Florida. Okay. And everybody, and like you said, a normal detail down there, 1 car gets me $500.
I'm about to say that's fine. That's fine.
So you know what I'm saying? Everybody down. Listen, I went to the barbershop when I was just down there. The barber was driving a 2019 Corvette. Like fully kitted out. He's like, come here, man. Let me show you. I'm like, man, listen. Detail is my passion. So when I see a car, I see its full potential. I'm like, I just want to transform this car, bro. Like I just want to get my
whether it's a 92 or 2020.
And listen, and that's something that's in my book. Is this because we were created in God's image. So when you see a project, you see the finishing before the beginning. Like you look at something and you see the finished work, and it's like man, this car has so much potential, bro. Like, so like, and every car that I see, customer like, you think you can do anything with it? I'm like, I can do a lot with it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Well, nah, we definitely appreciate you, brother Garrett. We thank you, man. You know, and definitely for everybody that's listening to us or watching us, man, you know, look him up. Definitely listen. I can't wait for all the good things we about to see from you, man. So you know, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. And for everybody watching, man, you know, as you can see, we did some little moves ourselves, man. We on you know, send it to G.
Oh man, send me that movie, man.
Tell everybody to check out this episode. Our boy Garrett Jones, man. Send it
for
to
sure
on all the streaming platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We call
Spotify,
Amazon Prime. Getting out there, man.
In it.
You see us?
Apple Music.
Apple Music. What's up?
We getting out there, man. So definitely check it out, man. Check it out. Rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend so they can tell somebody else so we can get it in, man. Once again, it's Parlay and Cigars podcast, and it's smooth over here. Good night, y'all. There's just so many things to say.